today our main focus is on archaeology. And by studying this, we want to look on some of these objectives, like define what is archaeology, list some of the archaeological sites, identify past remains, and then explain how these remains are used in understanding the life of the past societies. So, we want us to first define what is meant by the term archaeology. Archaeology, by definition, is a method of recovering the life of the past communities by excavating or digging some of the historical sites. Examples of these historical sites include the Great Zimbabwe, the Kabi ruins, the Mapumbwe, the Gokomere, and even the Musengezi. You can even go and research for your own some of the others which are not listed here. Okay, by studying these sites, archaeologists will study the remains such as pottery tools, human bones, glass beads, jewelry, and some of the metal remains. But we cannot only say that archaeology is mainly focused on studying those past remains. It can also study these state sites as it is, since some of these sites can only be seen. They are not buried underground, they are seen here. So, those sites can also help us to understand the political, social, economic, and even religious life of the people who lived in the past. So, by doing so, if we study these places, especially the Great Zimbabwe and the Mapumbwe, we know that these are the earliest societies. Politically, if we visit these places like Mapumbwe and the Great Zimbabwe, we can therefore come out with the conclusion that the earliest people or the Iron Age people practice what you call, they have got what you call permanent settlements. They've got permanent settlements. So, religiously, again, some of the evidence which were found in these places, especially in their burial sites. For example, in areas like Mapumbwe, there were burial sites which were seen there when some of the graves, people were buried upward, in an upward position, while some were buried in a bedding position. So by using that information, we can deduce or evaluate and come out to the conclusion that there was class divisions among the people who lived long ago, which therefore means the ruling class were buried in an upright position, while the commoners were buried in the bedding position. And by excavating things like axes and holes, we can therefore also help us to understand that the long ago people practiced what we call agriculture. Okay, some of the tools which we found like glass beads and jewelry can also help us to know that the people of long ago practiced what we call long distance trade, which means the foreigners came in these permanent settlements and practiced and trade with those early societies. Okay, some of the tools were also found there, like the wooden axe, which also help us to understand that the people of long ago practiced hunting. They were hunting. Usually, some sources also say that hunting was usually done by men, while the women were gatherers. So, archaeologists help us to come out with that information about the hunting activities which were done by the people of long ago. Right? We've got also religious beliefs which historians also came out to believe that the people of Mapungubwe and other surrounding states also believed traditionally, especially to some of those animals. So, archaeology is a source of gathering information about what happened in the past. It will help us now to deduce the political, the economic, the social, and the religious activities of the people in the past. So if you combine with the written records and oral tradition, you can now carefully analyze those people who lived in the past in a more critical way so that you can reach your own conclusion. So my question here is, evaluate the use of archaeology in explaining Iron Age societies in Zimbabwe. This is the question. Simple question just like that. Evaluate the use of archaeology in explaining Iron Age societies in Zimbabwe. I thank you. Meet you again.